light shines on, the Spirit helps me guide my way. I know this ain't just me. I walk strong, but this time I won't be afraid. I know this ain't just me. No, this ain't just me.
Hello, welcome to Silver Arrow Tarot. It's me, Amanda. I'm back with another pick a card reading, all about what messages are meant to find you right now. So whenever you're reading this, it's a timeless reading. It's going to be pertinent for you, and maybe one or more of these piles are meant for you, or maybe you come back to it later, you pick a different pile. So just use your intuition. That's how we're going to do it, and they're going to be fairly short, so I'm going to try to keep them concise. We're going to do 6 piles, and like I said, maybe there's more than one message here for you because we're going to keep them short and sweet. All right, so use your intuition and pick one of these 6 piles. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6. I'm going to go ahead and light a little bit of Palo Santo while you take your time. All right, guys, I have my Reiki on, as always, to keep this reading clean and clear, and you may receive the Reiki as you so choose. I love you all, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Welcome, pile 1, to your reading. If you chose this Angel Messages Tarot Oracle, then this is going to be your reading. We have all of the cards laid out for you, and we're going to look at what messages I am seeing for you that you need to hear right now. So right off the bat, I'm feeling, obviously got to speak to this card here, the Blasted Tower, and it's in reverse, but I feel for a lot of you, something has recently occurred, either internally or externally, that has shaken up your world, and they are saying with this protection card that it was for your protection. So I'm hearing rejection is divine protection. And for some of you, I'm feeling you may even have to have moved homes, or you've relocated, or something around your home, something to do with your home. That's what I'm feeling from this Blasted Tower. All right. For others of you, because we have the Lion Guide here with number 33, for some of you, this has to do with your life purpose or career, because 33 to me is the card of life purpose and career, the number of life purpose and career. And Lion Guide says, Lion Guide is here to help you awaken the sleeping lion that lies within you. Your inner lion is powerful, resourceful, and mighty. You really do hold the strength and courage to do whatever needs to be done. It is time to let the world hear you roar. Lion Guide is here to help you realize that you do rule your inner and outer worlds, and to energetically claim your throne as the rightful ruler of your kingdom. Once you do, you will step into your role as leader with ease. So right away, this is telling me that whatever event or situation or circumstance shook you up is actually for your highest good and was actually meant to help you awaken your inner power. All right? It was to help you embody this lion energy and to learn how to protect yourself appropriately and to also realize your worth, I'm hearing. So for some of you, someone may have been really steamrolling over your boundaries or not valuing you appropriately. All right, so this, I feel like your inner warrior, for some of you, had to come out. Your inner lion had to come out in this situation. This was actually a part of your shadow self that you've been suppressing. And so the universe had to make you aware of this through bringing this situation to your, into your life. And I want to remind you, like, none of these things are meant to punish, or you know, none of these negative experiences or painful experiences are meant to punish you. The universe is not trying to punish you. It's trying to help you learn more about who you are and have greater self-awareness. So you were not as self-aware as you needed to be about this Queen of Wands or Queen of Flames energy that you possess. You are, this is my witch and my mystic card. So a lot of you have like some hidden, untapped abilities. You may have ancestral lineage or past lifetimes as a witch or a healer, or someone who had psychic or other kind of supernatural gifts. So at the very least, you were a warrior or a queen or a princess or someone very powerful in a past life. And so they're trying to wake you up to this inner power and this inner, your guides and your higher self are trying to wake you up to this, okay? This is actually a part of your shadow self, I'm hearing, that's trying to come up to the surface through this experience. And in actuality, with big happy changes and with gratitude, they want you to do your best to be grateful for either the fact that you had to go through this, when you can learn, not to rush yourself, but when you can do your best to become grateful for the experience, and or be grateful for this shadow aspect of yourself. Start to appreciate this inner wisdom and power. It may have felt for some of you like a self-sabotaging, quote unquote, I don't really truly believe in that, but self-sabotaging experience where you feel like maybe you created this experience in this tower moment, and that things didn't work out because you blew it up, or like something you did ruined it. But this was actually your, like I said, your inner shadow self, because part of you knew that you were better than this experience, or better than this situation or circumstance or relationship or whatever it was, that it wasn't for your highest good, that you have a different path to take. Okay, the Seven of Cups, right? Tentacles of illusion, speaks to illusion, speaks to it can speak to addictions, it can speak to confusion. So I feel like you may have been confused or unclear. There's something illusionary about this experience, or something you just recently went through, that it blowing up in your face gave you a lot more clarity about who you are and what you want and what you don't want. Someone may have been lying to you, deceiving you, or you may have been lying or deceiving yourself in some way. So this came in to kind of clear the decks and actually move you into a better direction that is more aligned with your higher self, more aligned with who you actually are. And it was the opportunity that you needed to see that you have a lot of power that's untapped and unresourced and unacknowledged for your growth, right? You have growth here, and you have water. And again, I think that for some of you there was some hidden emotions, hidden experiences that needed to come to the surface, and that this experience that hurt you or was kind of shocking or unexpected in some way, something came up from the shadows, something wanted to come up from the shadows, some hidden emotions or something about this experience, or it's the experience itself. Maybe it was just a very internal because for some of you, this, because it came in reverse here, this was an internal kind of experience that you went through. So all this was for your growth. All this was for you to recognize your power. All this was for you to maybe tap into some hidden Queen of Wands, witch energy that is meant for you. You are meant to use this in the future to become more embodied in your truth and your soul essence, okay? All right, I think that's all. Let's see. I guess the final message I feel like is just like, even though that this, right now, these changes don't feel that good or may not have felt, whatever you're recently going through, have been going through, doesn't feel that good. It's not meant to hurt you. And with these tentacles, I feel like otherwise you would have clung to something that wasn't for you. These grippy, suction cuppy arms, it seems to me that whatever this was, it wasn't something you were naturally gonna easily let go of. Whatever emotion, whatever experience, whatever person, you weren't easily gonna let go of it because you thought it was your cup. Some of these cups have nice things in them. We have, like a rainbow and butterflies. So this is fire and a hat, snake here. So not all of them are bad, and so sometimes, unfortunately, we have to experience what we don't want in order for us to get clear on what we do want, and that's just the universe helping us clear away and get us more in alignment by showing us in a very direct way maybe something that we didn't have enough clarity on. And so even though it's no fun, and I'm not gonna ever try to tell you to bypass any of these emotions, difficult experiences, work through what you need to work through, have your heart to heart with God about how angry and upset it's making you, but try your best to not stay stuck too long in victim, kind of like no one is ever on my team or the universe isn't on my team, because this message here tells me that you are ready to hear that this tough message, that everything is meant for you, even if it's difficult. All right, guys, I promised I was going to keep them short and sweet. Just a quick reminder, I do give longer, more in-depth readings, and I have an Etsy shop with artwork and my own oracle decks, so go check that out. I love you guys so much. See you again soon. Bye. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. All right, we're going to get right into your messages. I promise to keep them short and sweet, although you know how it goes. But so pile 2, right off the bat, guys, I really feel like one of the strongest messages coming through, we have star seed, and we also have illuminate with the star. We have the butterfly here. It's really interesting. So first of all, your guides want you to know the message that's meant for you right now is that you are part of the universe. You are part of the whole. You are not separate from anyone or anything. And I feel like for many of you, you actually probably already know this pretty well. In fact, I think that's probably your default way of relating to the world. For others of you, you may feel that you have a hard time with letting people in, and you might have a difficult time with boundaries and stuff. But for most of you, I'm thinking with all the way this has come out in this spread that you are naturally, you might identify as a star seed, maybe not, totally fine if you don't, but however you identify yourself, I feel like you have an innate sense of oneness, kind of like you might be a Pisces or have Pisces placements, you may have been on this spiritual path or this spiritual journey for a long time. Or you just may be one of those young, new souls that have come into the planet recently that is just very much tapped in, tuned in. All right. So actually, for a lot of you, the message pertains to this evil eye. All right. And balance. Okay. You love everyone and you understand the oneness, but that doesn't mean that you should abandon yourself and not have boundaries with others, okay? So for a lot of you, this message comes to you to talk about boundaries and having good boundaries with others. I feel like for a lot of you, you feel very comfortable in the role of giver and nurturer, and you have a habit of seeing the best in everyone and want to see the best in everyone. You may have a habit of letting people into your life and then getting hurt by them because you just have a natural openness and a natural connection with the universe. You have the universe here. All right. But they're asking you to have balance with the people that you let into your life, and have balance with giving to yourself, taking care of yourself. All of this to say so that you can shine your light. This card says illuminate, okay? And illuminate says, you are a shining star. In truth, you were born to illuminate the world with your light. The time has come to get out of your own way and allow yourself to be all that you were meant to be. Remember, it is only the thoughts in your mind that hold you back, and takes a lot more energy to hold yourself closed than it does to let yourself flow open. This card is asking that you allow yourself to take up space, to open up yourself and illuminate this world. So your soul came in for a very specific purpose, to just be the light and shine the light of Source here in an incarnated body on planet Earth. That was one of your main purposes, is to show off your true colors, be your beautiful, authentic self, be creative, be spontaneous, make mistakes, have fun, do the unexpected, live by your own set of rules, and be a shining example to others that they can break out of the mold that society has put them in, and they can think outside of the box too, and they can dream whatever they dream, they can manifest as well, because you are a living example of how to just make the most out of the time we have here. All right. So if you struggle with boundaries and you are constantly giving your energy and time away to people, and people are sucking your energy, and there's a lot of drama and there's a lot of problems because you feel taken advantage of in certain situations, or that people always take from you and never give to you, and you're feeling depleted, this is your message that your beautiful openness and open-heartedness and givingness is beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, it's important to have a balance so that you can have enough energy to shine this authentic light into the world and give to yourself and love yourself and take care of what's important to you and pour energy into what's lights you up. Because butterfly is all about shining your light. And while I was setting this reading up, there was these birds chirping out in my backyard, and it's pretty much the middle of winter right now, so it was really weird to hear that. So again, another synchronicity to sing your song, shine your light. You are a shining star, and you should be taking up space, but if you are busy constantly trying to replenish yourself and recover from illnesses, or being emotionally drained, or you're tired all the time, then you can't be that shining light, right? So they're asking you to grow into yourself, but also grow, learn how to set boundaries, learn how to protect yourself properly, because you know that this is the Ace of Wands and it's coming out in reverse, which shows to me a little bit of depletion, a little bit of that fire being diminished. But I think you do have a lot of passion for life. I think you had a lot of passion for people and helping people. That might be another message here, is once you've taken care of the basics and you're feeling good, maybe volunteer, reach out, find your community, or if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling like you need assistance, make sure that you are, what's the right word? Putting some energy into, looking up maybe some kind of a group therapy or group counseling, or doesn't even have to be like that, because I don't like to push therapy onto people. I don't think it's necessary. Sometimes I think that people can grow out of therapy. So like just a hiking group, or a needlecraft group, find a knitting group, or a reading, or people that like to read, or like whatever you're interested in. Point is, short story, long story short, take care of yourself by getting involved in groups and meeting people, so that you have a chance of meeting like-minded souls and having a support system around you, right? So for some of you, it may be more of an issue with letting people in than others. So for some people, you want to make sure that you have the balance of opening yourself up more and shining your light, because people need to see that light. Like I said, it's good for them and it's good for you. Even though a lot of us who have tried to shine our light have had experiences where we get sort of shut down, and then we learn to stay small. You are protected. This seems to be kind of a theme, but Spirit is definitely coming through in a lot of these piles that say, like, you are protected. We got similar message in the other one. You are protected, and it's okay to shine your light, okay? It's okay to drop some of that guard and allow your light to be seen. Use discernment, of course, but there are spaces and places that are safe if you seek them out. And you're going to be helping not only yourself, but a lot of other people in the process, just by being you and playing your music, showing your art, showing off the book you wrote, however you express yourself. Maybe you have healership abilities, maybe you have a new technique that no one's ever seen before or used before, and it's, the possibilities are endless. So go ahead and shine your light. That's the main message here. Thank you so much for joining me. I do give personal readings, and you can check out my Etsy shop to purchase personal readings, healings, and I have my own oracle decks and artwork. So go check that out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome to my beautiful pile 3s to your reading. Okay, so as you can see, we have all the cards pulled out, and we're going to get directly into your reading. Before I get started, though, I've been forgetting to make sure to ask you all to make sure to like and subscribe so we can hit 200 subscribers. And when I hit 200 subscribers, I am going to do some really cool giveaway, maybe a giveaway reading and some giveaways with my oracle decks that I'm creating. So while I'm on that topic, I do have an Etsy shop with oracle decks for sale, as well as healing and readings and my own artwork. So go check that out. if it sounds cool to you. Without further ado, though, we're going to take a look at your cards. Pile 3. You have so many 3s that it's a little bit overwhelming. Beside the fact that you are pile number 3, we have 3, 3. We have 3. So there's a lot of 3s. There's a 3 here as well. My goodness. So 3s to me talk a lot about life purpose. But we already had a life purpose pile. Not that maybe that is another pile that's meant for you, but we have a lot of cards here that talk about relationships. We have friendship. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the 2 Cups in reverse. All right, and this one also talks, the book talks about connections and groups. Okay, so for some of you, this message has to do with a romantic partnership or some kind of intimate connection, somebody that you have a lot of deep feelings for with this Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And somehow this does tie into your life purpose. So take that how it resonates. Hopefully that's going to make more sense to you than it does to me. All right. But we have no need to worry. So the universe really, right off the bat, wants to tell you there's no need to worry about your relationships. Things are working out how they're supposed to work out, even with what I feel like here. You do have the Death card, so not to worry about. I do feel like for some of you, the universe is helping you to remove certain people from your life, or is giving you intuition or nudge to make sure to be conscious about who you're letting into your life, what kind of people. There might be some energies that are best to be released, and I think that's good for you for several reasons, one of them being self-love, the other one being the main one here, which the universe is telling me that it's really trying to bring in a new partnerships, new friendships, new connections, new heart-centered connections for you, that you've actually been asking for. This card, the Dreamcatcher card, says Owibe Catcher, the Shadow Dreamcatcher. To me, this talks about dreams, but it also talks about fears. So, and fears are false evidence appearing real. So they're asking you to let go of your fears, let go of any kind of worry about letting go of past relationships, past connections. You might feel a little bit insecure about letting go of certain people that you've had deep feelings for or deep connections with in the past. But they're saying that you've actually been asking the universe, and whether you realize it or not, you've been calling in better connection, better, more higher level connections that are more equal, that are more balanced, that are going to help you along your path, going back to 3-3, going to help you along your path, career and life purpose. And they want to, like I said, tell you not to worry, that things are actually working out a lot better than you think. You have the card of abundance here and blossoming. Okay, so things are blossoming, things are blooming. There is an abundance of people that actually want to connect with you, that are meant for you, that are aligned, really good feeling, juicy, nourishing, nurturing connections, and they're just ready to come in as soon as you're willing to process, let go, grieve, and move on from some people from your past. We have a fox here, so some deception, possibly for some of you, deceptive energies from your past. with the be assertive card coming out, I do feel that connecting in with this card, try your best moving forward from this reading to maybe sit down and make conscious the unconscious. What do you really want in a friendship? What do you really want in a partner? What do you really want in community and family connections? What are you craving? What are you looking for? Because they're saying go ahead and ask for it. Be assertive. Be clear, and use that solar plexus energy. Use that sacral energy, and don't be shy, because you are in control. You're the soul that came down here and decided to be brave and put your ass in a body, right? You're the one taking all the risks. So everyone on the other side, all of your team and your guides and your ancestors and everyone that's on the other side trying to help you manifest, that's their job, to help you. So be clear and tell them what you want, and don't be timid about it. Go ahead and be assertive about it. Put some oomph behind it. Tell the universe and assert to the universe what you want. You do have control. You have a lot more control than you think. Okay? Final message. Expansion. The expansion card is all about your connection to larger groups of people, whether it is to offer yourself in service through community events, volunteer work, workshops, or healing groups, speaking or publishing or writing. It is about sharing your gifts and talents in a way that serves many people on a more public scale. In so doing, your energy reaches far and wide, and you have meaningful and powerful effect on those who live lives you touch. Now is the time to really put yourself out there. So take a deep breath and trust the process and open wide. So now is the time for expansion and growth. And for some of you, this message does come mainly in the form of making sure that you are reaching larger groups of people in whatever fashion you feel called to, whether online or in person. Maybe creating a meetup group or an online group on Facebook, some way to start to show off your abilities, gifts, and talents, and start to bring community together, like-minded people together. I feel like you do have a leadership ability and quality here with this orange card and this assertive card and the blossoming abundance card. All feel very solar plexus-y to me. So yeah, that's your messages. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this resonated for you. If you need a more specific, detailed one, personal message, I do have those available. And like I said, I have cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, and artwork available on my Etsy shop. I'll link that below. And I will hope to see you again in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, beautiful pile 4. Thank you, lovely souls, for being here with me. I am ready to get into your messages. As you can see, we have all of these cards laid out for you. And I am seeing so many cool messages. First off, just quickly want to mention I do have personal readings available, and I have oracle decks available on my Etsy shop, as well as artwork and healing. What do you call it? Reiki healing. So go check that out. It's there for you to peruse. And I would love it if we can make it to 200 subscribers. That would be so cool. I would love to see these messages that Spirit is asking me to bring forward and get them out to as many people as possible. I am not interested in being famous. It is just a matter of getting the channel to be put up there in the algorithms so that YouTube knows that people like and want to watch these videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give me a comment, helps the channel so much. And when we hit 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So That's going to be awesome. I can't wait. All right. Once we've got all that out of the way, we're going to get into your reading. Pile 4. I love your reading. It's so sweet. All right. You have some interesting cards. You have the Void here. You have Peace. And there's a lot of pink. So that's another clue. We have Remain Positive, which I feel like is really kind of the anchor to this whole reading. Excuse me. We have Fruition. We have Safe Travel. And then we have 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the card of Loved Ones, number 20. We have the 2 of Cups. And the King of Cups. So a lot of water, a lot of emotional vibes, watery vibes. All right. So there's a lot of healing here for you on an emotional level, first of all. The universe wants to give you a message around the fact that you have a lot of good things coming your way. There's a lot of, it says harvest moon, there's a lot of harvest coming your way. And they want you to remain positive and have a positive mindset, because they know right now that you are feeling like you're in this dark space or this void or this, just a space of things aren't really manifesting. Things are feeling kind of uncertain and like, where's all this good stuff? It's not happening. All right. But the message is very strong that whatever lack, because the 5 of Pentacles speaks to lack mindset or just a feeling of being left out in the cold, not having, I actually see this when this comes up for me personally, this is about like the inner child that didn't feel loved, nurtured, supported. There can, to me, talk about inner child wounds. So you may have had those, or you may just be experiencing a period of like things being in limbo, and maybe something was removed from your life recently, relationship, job, just some sort of experience, or you're just feeling low. But with this pink energy here, they want you to do your best to get yourself into a space, release resistance, surrender, and call in this feeling of peace, because it's going to help magnetize quicker to you all these positive things. You are safe. Ultimately, things are going to go your way, and you are on the right path. They are trying to assure you and soothe you and reassure that everything is as it needs to be and is going exactly how it's supposed to go, and you are on the way. For some of you, you've been really hoping for a romantic relationship or some kind of stable partnership of some kind, and some healing, maybe physical healing, emotional healing. You maybe have been experiencing illness, for some of you anyway. But nonetheless, there's this void here where nothing feels like it's happening, and you may feel like you're losing hope, and there's this sense of dis-ease and unrest and anxiousness about when is it going to come, is it coming. I want to assure you this message, if you have fallen upon this reading and picked this pile, that yes, indeed, it is coming, because why am I so sure? You have 8, 2 and 8, 28, 8, 9, 10. You also have 7 and 3. 37 is also 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. 2 10s, okay? 2 10s tells me that you are at the very end of a cycle, and it is closing out as we speak right now when you're watching this, okay? That is why they're so certain, and they are telling you to remain positive, all they are telling you to do, okay? This is all you got to do. You have the King of Cups, all right? The King of Cups is a person who can feel all of their feelings, feel them deeply, but they are also a king. They are in control. They have mastered their emotions so that it does not overthrow them, throw them off balance, overtake them. They don't get so out of kilter every time something occurs, because they understand how emotions work, right? So the only thing that Spirit is asking of you here is with this peace card. You see how she's meditating, how she's surrendered, how she's at ease, right? That you just embody this feeling as best you can. Now, I am not paid or anything by anyone, but I do want to mention at this point, because she helped me so much. Her name is Beck Luminary. She has a YouTube channel, The Sacred Temple, and I worked with her. She mentored me, and she taught me a beautiful process that she created, which I found to be incredibly, amazingly helpful. And so I'll just give you a little, Cliff's Notes. It is about calling in, sitting in meditation, and asking and calling in peace, calling in safety, calling in love, whichever feeling you wish to feel, and just making space for that and trusting and letting your higher self bring that frequency to you. And that in itself will help you to alchemize. You have to surrender and you have to trust. And you have to say, I don't know how, but I am asking peace to come in now. I am peace. I am peace. I am love. And make that your mantra. Make that your attraction point. Trust and know that whatever frequency that you wish, you can feel it, you can embody it, and all you have to do is call it in. Okay? Kind of a little bit of a more advanced practice, but I feel like with these cards here, I think you're ready for it. I think you wouldn't have chosen this pile if you weren't. So we're gonna finish off the reading. I told you I was gonna keep them fairly short and sweet. All right, we're gonna finish up the reading by reading this card, and it says, your friends and loved ones who have crossed over want you to know that they are with you. They are wrapping their loving energy around you and ask you to feel peace and serenity within your heart, just like I was just saying. Maybe this can be accessible to you if you call on someone that has passed, that you have great amount of love for. They are asking you to feel peace and serenity within your heart and mind about their passing. I think in this case, just about whatever situation that you are in. They are living and enjoying the other side deeply and desire for you to feel peaceful. They ask that you surrender any painful emotions that you're holding onto and allow their loving presence to flow within your heart, bringing forth peace and clarity and serenity. Feel their loving energy and joyfully live the gift of life here on earth. So the final message, I feel like, for you guys is just to find things to focus on in this void space that bring you joy, that bring you peace, that bring you, a sense of good feeling, positive emotions, while you're waiting on the other things to arrive, while you're waiting on the healing to happen, while you're waiting on that person that you would like in your life, or those friendships, or those community members, or whoever, to show up. You can still feel the feelings you're hoping to feel while when you get these things that you're asking for. Find that part of your body that feels good, even if you have other parts of your body that don't feel as good. Find that part of your body that feels comfortable, or there's a softening there. Find relationships that do feel good while you're waiting for that partner, even if they're an online friendship. Find ways to stay positive, stay in those good feelings, and have trust that it is coming, because it is. This is your confirmation. All right, guys, I love you so much. If you do need a more personal reading, I do have those available, and I have Reiki healings and artwork and my own oracle decks, so go check that out. I'll see you again soon. Love you. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 5. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. All right, guys, I want to say right off the bat, this is a little bit more of a possibly frustrating reading for some of you, because they are not giving me clear details. However, I do think that it's very, very much worth it to watch this reading if you were drawn to this pile 5. There is a lot of synchronicities right up front with the number 5. We have a lot of repeating 5s. So, 4 and 1 here is 5. And we have 5 here. 7, 8. Yeah, there's some repeating 5s. So 5s are about change and, transformation and rebirth. They make me feel like kind of the death card. It's a similar kind of energy, kind of towerish, but not as severe, because change is not always bad, of course, right? So, all right, just want to mention here quickly that I would really, really appreciate it and love it if you would give this reading a like and go ahead and subscribe. I really hope to make it to 200 subscribers. If we can make it to 200, I'm going to do a cool giveaway. And this is really not about me. It's really about the messages and my spirit team wanting these messages to get out to as many people as possible. So if you can help support the channel, it's free to just give it a like and a subscribe, so that the algorithms of the gods of YouTube know that people are actually watching these videos and they like them. And that helps the channel so much. All right, so we're going to get into it. We've got the 3 of Wands here. We have Death card. It says ask your angels. We got the Knight of Wands. We have Justice. We have the card of Realization. We have Sovereignty. We have this card, which is called Intimacy. We have this card, which is called Empowerment. We have the Medicine Man Eye, and we have Dryad. Okay, so like I said, there's the message here for you that you need to know is that there's a lot of transformation happening, which you may or you might be like, no, duh, Amanda, we get it. This is not new news for me. Lots of transformation. We have the card of looking into the future, planning. We have Realization, Sovereignty. So I feel like with the 5 and all of this, it's like you're at a choice point. You're at a moment where you're just like, things are shifting, things are changing. Where do I go next? I feel like it's a midway point for you, and they want to point this out because they want you to be very intentional about the next steps you take, and to really sit for a minute and go within, to be very conscious about the next steps you're taking in your life, because it really can go either way, depending on what changes you want and what steps you take to move your life forward next, right? So you have Ask Your Angels, which is why I said at the beginning that this reading might feel frustrating for some of you. I know that when I get readings and when I listen to videos and they're just like, well, just go inward and ask your angels and meditate. It's like, ugh, I just want to know. Just tell me. Just tell me what to do. But the point is, they're telling you to go within and tap into your inner psychic abilities, your inner resources, your higher self, to gain these realizations, to get clear on what the path forward is. This, to me, I read it for all the other files, but to me, this requires a little bit more interpretation. It says intimacy, but it says, I feel like this is the Lover's card. It's got that energy to it. So the Lover's card is about choice. It's about free will. Do you want to take the path that goes this way, or do you want to take the path that goes this way? And it's really, there's no right or wrong answer. It's about free will. The universe wants you to have free will at this moment. However, they want you to tap into your heart and into your truest, deepest desires. Do your best to get as clear as you can on what really motivates you, what really fires you up, what you're really passionate about, because that's what this Knight of Wands is saying. That's what this Knight of Wands is about. What lights you up, what makes you passionate, okay? Because we have Justice here, and I really feel like this is talking about not so much justice, but just the balance of scales, like how to balance out your life. And not choosing things from determination like your trauma self, or how things have been done in the past, or your past patterns and habits, and what you've been taught and told is right and wrong. This is really about balancing the scales and doing what your heart is telling you, and connecting in with your higher self. Also, I feel like it's an opportunity for you to get better with your psychic abilities, with your listening to your intuition and knowing when your intuition is talking to you versus when it's your fear. Because I also feel like that's kind of the message of the Justice card here as well, is like, you can choose love or fear. That's what I wrote here. Choosing love or fear. It's your choice. Are you going to do things from the space of love and what's you're most passionate about, or fear of like losing something or missing out, or, this is what my dad did, so this is what I have to do because that's how it's always been done. Things like that. So, this card is the card of empowerment, and it's a yellow, so it's your solar plexus. So I really feel like they're encouraging you to be empowered in your next choices and your next steps forward. And to this end, I think these cards are speaking a little bit to how to accomplish that, to tap into your spiritual side, tap into your your connection to a higher power, however you define that, however you practice that. Deepen into that, connect with nature. For me, nature is a huge, basically my spiritual practice is nature. I have tried a lot of different things, and nature is really the thing that speaks the most truth to me and helps me get the closest to my soul and to God. So that might be something you want to try and explore a little bit more. Get out into nature, meditate in nature, just go for a hike, put your hand on a tree. Just explore and try new things with regards to like calming your energy, centering yourself, and getting in touch with your soul. And like I said, I know this is a little frustrating, but the main message here is that your question, whatever it is you will find your answer is a spiritual, is in the spiritual realm. It's like tapping into your resources in that area of life is going to bring you the clarity that you need and the empowerment that you're looking for to move forward. Accessing your psychic gifts, growing them, and a process and a journey of inner discovery, something that I can't tell you, that no one can tell you. You could watch a million pick a card readings. No one's going to tell you. No one's going to be able to tell you the answer the way you can learn this answer for yourself. All right, so that is your message. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. As always, it's an honor. And I do want to mention that I have personal readings available if you need more guidance. And you can check out my Etsy shop where I have Reiki healings and artwork, channeled artwork, and my own oracle decks. So go check that out if it sounds cool to you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Welcome, pile 6, to your reading, the final pile. Whew. All right, guys, I have all your cards laid out for you. We're going to be looking at what messages are meant to find you. And this is a very interesting pile. I have to say, very different than the others. There might be other piles that you might be drawn to, but this is very, very interesting, different energies. Just quickly, I would like to ask if y'all would please go ahead and give a like and a subscribe to help the channel grow and get these messages out to as many people as possible, because if you don't know, YouTube has very special algorithms that pick up on, if people are liking, commenting, and subscribing, and that way they know to go ahead and share and put the video in front of more people's in their favorites or their recommended. So this is not about me, getting famous or anything. I'm just the messenger. Spirit is so beautiful to give me this chance to go ahead and channel messages for the collective, and that's all I really am here to do. All right. That being said, we're gonna look at these cards. All right. So you have very interesting cards that came out. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse, and you have it came out together. You have the 8 of Pentacles. So 8s. That might be a sign for you, or synchronicity for you is the number 8. It also is the infinity symbol. I have to say, guys, when I was pulling these cards, all of them were acting really strangely. They were like not sliding out. They were like getting stuck on each other. They were just like being really wonky. So I wrote down hesitate, and I think, with this reconsider card, that really makes sense. It's like some of you are experiencing like a hesitation or a period of like pause, or there's something going on where y'all need time to like think about something before you make a move or make a final call or make a decision. The spirit guides are asking you to reconsider something. So you have reconsider, communicate clearly within the next few weeks. Also, the next few months came out as well, but just for the aesthetic purposes, I'm leaving that to the side. So we have within the next few weeks or next few months, you have alignment, number 5, purity, the sun in reverse, creation, and blessings. So, guys, There's something that you're considering leaving here. There's something you're considering walking away from. I feel like you haven't done it yet, or you may have just done it. You're thinking about it, you're considering it, or you're gonna be faced with this shortly. Your guides are actually asking me to tell you, though, to really consider this very, very carefully, and maybe take a pause, wait. Maybe they're saying wait for the next few weeks or next few months before you make a final decision, because I feel like in the background things are shifting, things are changing, and or there's something that you have power over that maybe you don't feel like you do, or there's just something that needs to be clarified, considered, talked about. You need to express yourself, communicate your needs, your wants, your desires to whoever else is involved, because this is going to drastically shift and totally change the course of how you think it's going to go. So this is like a message to you that not all is as it seems. And the thing that makes me really feel like this is that you have a card that looks like winter right next to a card that is like the card of summer, the sun. So looks can be deceiving. There's something like that's going to shift very dramatically, and I feel like in your favor, with the card blessing, and with this card of creation, beaver moon. The beaver is a very hardy and hardworking little animal, and I feel like that's just speaking to the fact that like you have a lot more ability to change the situation or make the situation what you want it to be, or how you want it to look or feel. You have a lot more agency and power over it than maybe it appears. This card is just telling me also that it's time to purify, it's time to clarify, it's time to get clear within yourself as well. So this communicate clearly could just be speaking to like getting clear within yourself about what you want and how you see things going forward for your life, and like your vision for a relationship or your life or the career or whatever it is, before you take this step to leave and move on. All right, so I'm going to read you this card. It's alignment. This is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and your physical self. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, but there is no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be in more harmony with your spiritual path. All right, so whatever you're experiencing at this time is a blessing in disguise. Whatever turmoil or things that are feeling unsettled are actually is actually working out for you. I mean, it's been sort of the theme with all of these readings. So everything is actually working out for you at this time. And with this card, I heard realignment. So like I said, it's like a realignment. Your spirit guides, your spirit team, the universe is helping to realign the situation to a more harmonious state. Or they're asking you to get into more alignment and into a more harmonious state within yourself so that it can reflect in this situation. And they're saying it can happen rather quickly within the next few weeks or months. And I heard the sun will come out tomorrow, which is that song from Annie. So the sun will come out tomorrow. So like I said, not that much time. It's not going to take that much time to help heal this situation. Whatever you're experiencing is going to come back into alignment and is experiencing an adjustment right now. And you're experiencing an inner adjustment right now. So the outcome is positive. The shift is happening. You have a power to change this situation. And they're just asking you to consider things carefully and reconsider whatever actions you're wanting to take. With the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like it's just telling me that it is going to require a little bit of work, right? The Eight of Pentacles is the card of hard work and mastery and mastering a skill. And it sometimes can talk about perfectionism. So perhaps for some of you, you may have a tendency to like kind of jump ship if things aren't looking like perfect, quote unquote perfect. And so that's why they're just saying like, give it some time, give yourself a break, give others a break, and be a little bit patient because things are actually aligning and they are going to turn out how you see them, how you would ideally like to see it. It will. It within this situation that is possible. It's an outcome that is a timeline that you can easily get to, right? It's not something that's not meant to be or not possible to align to with the elements that you currently have. Okay? All right. So if you do need more personal reading, I do have those available. You can check out my Etsy shop. I have personal Reiki sessions, and I have my own oracle decks that I'm producing. I'm really proud of those, so you can go check those out, as well as my original artwork that's channeled from Spirit. And thank you for being here. I love you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.